change or formation of this chemical energy state from the solar energy, this conversion, and splitting of water molecules to provide oxygen. First two steps of the photosynthesis. This known as the light reaction means here presence of light must. Without that it is not possible. Light mandatory. That means light reaction. Here another things happened, that H plus we told na, what are there from H plus we are getting, or some other things are also happening. In that way, NADPH, one component of the cell, NADP, all in caps, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. This NADP, it is going to be reduced, NADP plus to NADPH plus. Why? Needed in the next stage. So another point I am adding here, NADP, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, NADP plus, that is going to form the NADPH plus. Okay, that's how. Now, next step. You see, up to this, I never have not discussed about formation of the glucose. Then photosynthesis. Where is the synthesis? It's not done. So glucose formation is here very essential, that part. Now, second half. First half 2 points, light reaction. Second half, dark reaction. It never says light not needed, means light not needed. But it never says if light is there, it is not going to be happen. No. If light there, then also dark reaction can be performed. But not inevitable. Light not needed. It is not dependent on the light. That's the thing. Okay. So dark reaction. In dark reaction now, CO2 will bind with a component of the cell, RUBP, ribulose bisphosphate, and they are also the role of this NADPH. So that NADPH formed in case of the light reaction is going to be used here with carbon dioxide taken by the plant stomata, and it will relate to form the formation of the C6H12O6 6 carbon molecule. CO2 plus RUBP, ribulose bisphosphate. You can remember, you can forget, because in 10th standard NCERT it's not needed. But better just listen once to make your concept clear. So CO2, 1 carbon, it will bind with a 5 carbon compound. 5 carbon compound is RUBP, ribulose bisphosphate. They will combine and it will form the 6 carbon component C6H12O6 in presence of NADPH. Without that it's not possible. Some enzymes also needed. Anyway, so NADPH from the light reaction here coming. So third point, here we are getting the third point, that formation of the glucose, or we can say reduction of the CO2 to glucose. Done. 3 points of the photosynthesis. In this way, plants are going to form the glucose component. Now, how it will take the CO2 or liberate the O2? By opening the stomata. How? Stomata means the kidney or bean-shaped 2 cells are there. Guard cell, GUARD, guard cells. This guard cell, when they turgid, means too much water, they are going to, means bulge out, turgid. So then that time they will open the stomata. When they are means shrunken, they are flaccid, they will close the stomata. In this way, when opened, CO2 enters. When closed, it can't take it can't do this gaseous exchange. In this way, it is going to be done. So that's it regarding photosynthesis. So here we are going to know the chlorophyll. What is chlorophyll's role? The structure, a bit structure of the plastid. What is thylakoid? What is grana? You must know at this stage. And at least the terms light reaction, dark reaction. And with this main things, as in your NCERT book. The three key features, like first is the chlorophyll will take the sunlight, excite it, and after that conversion of the solar energy to the chemical energy and splitting of the water molecules. Third point, that conversion of the CO2 to the glucose, this many. Okay, so with this some activity, so let's have a look here. Okay, fine. So see, hopefully you can read it out. Photosynthesis, life process, various kinds of the attributes of life process. Here we are going to read it out. Special one, the photosynthesis. Nutrition can be of various kinds. Phototropic nutrition, which we are discussing, it can be chemoautotropic. If heterotropic, then holozoic, means ingestion will be there. Parasitic or parasitic host relationship. Symbiotic, mutualism like. Saprophytic, dead and decayed. Components dependent upon that. So this is the main equation of the photosynthesis. CO2 6 plus 12 H2O, which is going to make the C6H12O6 in presence of light, plant enzymes, chlorophyll, which will give the formation of glucose 6O2 and 6H2O. Okay, fine. This equation you must follow. Next, this kind of diagram you will get in your book, where the within the leaf, xylem bundle, vascular bundle, there you are getting this mesophyll layer. Within this we are getting the chloroplast. Okay, this is the upper epidermis, upper layer, lower epidermis. These are the plant cells where we are getting the chloroplast. Better I will suggest this one, where you can see plant cell, within that chloroplast. When you are getting inside the stroma, and this is the granum. Within granum, each one thylakoid. Here the chlorophyll present. Okay, now here this is the together the light reaction and the dark reaction together. The dark reaction, other name is Kelvin cycle. In light reaction, this in the granum, they are going to take this ATP plus Pi. It will form the ATP, energy currency. Okay, and NADP plus another important product which is going to be utilized in dark reaction. In dark reaction we are getting sugar, second half, not here. It is in detailed, a bit detailed. If you follow your NCERT, these three main points, go through it properly. Absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. Second, conversion of light energy to chemical energy and splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. And third, reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrate. Fine. Structure of stomata you must practice. When turgid opens, this is the elastic wall going to be opened. These are the closed. These are the particular cells which are the helper cell. Okay, epidermal cells are there. Subsidiary cells. Stomata open, this is stomata closed. Two activities. First one, we have taken a variegated leaves, then treat with alcohol. After that we will add iodine. Iodine can bind with starch, so only in the green portion, color already removed. Still, as starch is there, because glucose is stored within the plant cell as starch. The starch will bind with the iodine with this kind of colors. So it definitely proves that chlorophyll, that is essential for the photosynthesis. This one, here in this container we have kept KOH, potassium hydroxide. Now KOH will absorb the CO2. So this plant will do photosynthesis? Yes or no? Of course not. But here is no KOH. This air also contains CO2. As it contains CO2, this plant will perform photosynthesis. Now you take a leaf from this plant, a leaf from this plant. If you test iodine test, if you do, which one will be positive, which one will be negative, you can easily understand. Okay. These are the references. Hopefully your concept regarding photosynthesis are bit cleared. You can send me queries in my mail ID biditabg@gmail.com. BIDITA Bidita BG Banerjee Ghosh biditabg@gmail.com. Okay, thank you. We'll meet soon.